Hello and welcome back to Allie's Golden Hour. Today I finally got all of my Christmas decorations out. My house is an absolute mess, um, but I know once everything finds its home, it's going to be beautiful. And I decided today I'm going to decorate my most anticipated area this season, and that's my coffee bar, because I'm going to be doing a coffee bar slash cocoa station here, and I've got a lot of fun goodies and a lot of um, things to put in this area that I'm so excited. I couldn't wait any longer. And my husband is at work, so I'm about to get this done so I can hopefully surprise him by the time he gets home, and we can have hot cocoa tonight and maybe watch a Christmas movie. So that's the plan. I'm a little bit rushed because getting everything unpacked today took a lot longer than anticipated. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to give you a little idea of the items that I'm hoping to use in the coffee bar station and cocoa station. So I have my mugs, of course, and then I have some foliage, some little treats. I have my glass containers for all the goodies. And then, of course, I have my goodies back there. So let's go ahead and get started. So of course, as always, I'm going to start by cleaning my coffee bar area and my Keurig and the shelves. I also wanted to note that this little cabinet that I'm cleaning is a item that I found at an antique store, and my plan is to eventually refinish it. But for now, there is some discoloring, of course, on the top. And it's okay. I cover it up mostly with a tapestry, and you'll see just in a minute. I use this little cloth to cover up underneath the Keurig. And this is definitely easier if you have two people. It's hard to get this cloth underneath this Keurig, but I eventually do. And this cloth is one that I picked up from King Richard's in my last kind of shop with me video, which I'll also link down below. But I did want to mention that most of the items in this video have been thrifted, either from Goodwill, from an estate sale. Some of the items have been gifted to me, and I'll kind of talk about them as I show them to you so you can get an idea. So these mugs right here, they're from the 1970s, 1971. I found at an estate sale. I have 6 of them, but they were so far back in a cabinet, I don't think people could reach them. But thankfully, I had my husband with me, and he was able to reach back and get these mugs, and I'm so happy to have them. I think they're so cool, so pretty. So my strategy with the coffee bar is really just to get everything, all of the mugs placed first, and then I can kind of fill in all the blank spaces. So this is really the third time, I think this is the third time I'm decorating this for the season. So I did my Halloween, I did my Thanksgiving, and now this is my Christmas coffee bar. So I have a good strategy on how to place everything now. That little mug right there that I just showed is an otajiri, and this is a made in Japan Santa mug that I also picked up from King Richard's. And the otajiri mug, the one that looks like a little house, I purchased on eBay. And this one I picked up from Goodwill. It says a Merry Christmas, and it has a partridge in a pear tree. So I'm just going to put that down at the bottom, making sure I show that a Merry Christmas verbiage there. And then these are some of my favorite mugs. These are those German, I don't know how to say the name. It starts with a W. I'll put the name of the mugs down below, but I do have 2 of them. I would love to grow this collection. I searched high and low at my local antique stores and Goodwills to see if I could find any more of these without any luck. I do have a few flagged on eBay, but the shipping just gets me. The shipping gets me with the mugs, you know? So I'm holding out hope that I might find a few more throughout the season, throughout the year, to add to this collection. But the candy cane one is my favorite, and that's why I moved it to the center. This little Santa mug here is actually, I purchased that from World Market this year. And this is another Goodwill find. I really love the pattern at the bottom. So there, I have all my mugs placed. Next up are some elves. I really love these elves for Christmas. 3 of them were just recently gifted to me by my best friend for my birthday, and I'm so pleased that they came just in time for me to set up my coffee bar, and I think they go great in these vintage mugs. So I'm going to nestle them into these mugs like they're having a hot tub day in these mugs. Well, this guy, he's a made in Japan as well. A little pixie elf there. I really like him. He has a jingle bell on his hat, which I was trying to show the jingle bell, but he was really tall, so it was hard to get his hat adjusted properly. And then I'm just going to keep placing those Anna Lee elves in the vintage mugs. So this little fox is from Michael's this year, the Ashland brand. I also picked up one for my Thanksgiving coffee bar, and I loved it so much I decided to pick up one for Christmas. So I'm adding that next to the little house because it kind of gave me that woodland vibe next to that little mug that I love so much. So that piece was purchased. This little deer I picked up from my local antique store, Magnolia and Willow, which I also have a video of that with the Shop With Me, which is really fun. I just love that little thrift store so much, or antique store, I should say. And behind the deer, I'm adding a brass candlestick holder just to add some height behind. And now I'm going to start adding in my Thrifted and antique store finds, my bottle brush trees that I'm actually pretty pleased with the collection that I grew this year. I have a variety of sizes, a variety of colors, and you'll see that I try and place trees that kind of accent each mug. So for this green mug, I really tried to pull those deep greens to accent that mug. And then next to my Santa mug, I'm going to add in this estate sale find that is a little salt jar. And then this is also an estate sale find, a little shaker that I've added some cinnamon to, because I think that cinnamon is quintessential for Christmas in both coffee and cocoa. So here I go. You can see I'm kind of holding up those blue hued bottle brush trees close to the mug to see if they match, and they do. So I try and pull those colors with the bottle brush trees throughout my display, just to kind of help tie everything together. And you'll see there, it looks like I put a tree behind that post right there, but if you look at different angles of my coffee bar, I wanted to make sure all the areas were filled in so that there weren't these big blank spaces. And that's kind of what I'm doing with these trees. I'm just kind of filling in those blank spaces. I was having a hard time finding a spot for that one, but I ended up putting it on the top shelf, which I did not show you. And then moving down below here, I'm going to start adding in some of my treats. And into this first little Santa mug, I'm adding these yummy peppermint sticks that I can use, or we can use, I should say. We can use to stir our coffee. We can use our hot cocoa. That is going to be delicious. Or we can just eat them. But yeah, I thought they looked really cute in this little mug, so pretty pleased with that. And next I'm going to fill up my other Santa mug with some goodies. Next, I'm going to start adding in some of this foliage. I purchased a pick from Hobby Lobby and I cut pieces off of that pick to make these smaller pieces that I'm going to add into the back of behind the mugs. I do like to do this to add contrast, especially behind my white mugs. I just think it helps them pop a little bit more. And again, it does help tie everything together with that deep green for Christmas. Now that all my gaps are filled, I'm going to start working on the top of my coffee bar. And I decided to showcase some of my bottle brush trees here. So a couple of these were new stock from Goodwill. So I think Target donates unpurchased merchandise to Goodwill to sell, and they sell it at half price. And this is in the Orange County Goodwills. I've noticed they sell a lot of the Target merchandise. So a few of those are purchased from Goodwill, and then the other ones are purchased from estate sales, which is where I've had a lot of success finding these bottle brush trees. And to those trees, I'm just going to add these beautiful twinkle lights. Next, I'm going to add in this beautiful Santa tray, and this is going to be the anchor for my cocoa bar treats and all my jars. And I also added in that beautiful estate sale find tree, which I'm waiting on a few more twinkle lights that I'm hoping to add to that little tree once they arrive. And then all of these glass jars I have found at estate sales, and I just washed them really, really well, and I'm excited to use them here to display all of my yummy things. And I'm going to start out with, of course, marshmallows, mini marshmallows. So I purchased a variety of different treats, mostly from Trader Joe's, and I also picked up some from World Market this year, and I believe there's some just odds and ends in there as well from my local grocery store. These little mint stars, by the way, from Trader Joe's are delicious. I sampled everything. You better believe I sampled everything. These dark chocolate cherries are also so good. It's kind of dangerous actually having this in my house. I'm going to have a few people over to help me eat all of this because my husband and I, we don't need it, but it's fun. You know, it's fun for the season, but it is a danger having this in the house. So husband is about to come home, and I didn't quite finish, but I wanted to share with you his reaction so far. Come in.
Oh. Hi, puppy. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Whoa.
Hey.
That's sick.
What?
This?
Yeah? I'm not done with it yet, but I'm working on it. Welcome home. So next up, I originally anticipated this little jar to hold creamer or coffee syrup or something, but I decided to use it to hold my sprinkles. And I think it's going to work out well having that pour spout to pour the sprinkles easily on top of our whipped cream. And also I just think they look really cute in that little jar. And those sprinkles were from Trader Joe's, which I like their sprinkles because they don't have like food dye. A lot of times they use vegetable pigments to color their sprinkles, which I do like. And then next I'm adding these mini chocolate chips to this little jar that has a spoon so I can easily scoop those out. And next I'm going to start assembling this 3-tiered apothecary jar. And I'm going to start with these cinnamon sticks at the bottom. And these are cool because they just stack on top of each other. I really liked that look to them. So yes, cinnamon sticks, and then I have these marshmallow toppers from World Market. And of course, ginger snaps, also from World Market. These are so good. They didn't fit very well into this little container, so I did end up having to eat a few, but I'm not complaining. And here I'm going to show you how they all stack together. It's pretty cool. Next, I'm going to be adding this little Santa. He's a buyer's choice little caroler Santa, and he's holding a bag of reindeer treats, which I thought was appropriate for this area since I have treats of my own displayed. And then I added some wooden spoons, and here is everything together. I did want to show you, this is where I keep my coffee pods in this little drawer for easy access, and here it is. Well, that's all for today. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's so cute, and I can't wait to make hot cocoa and my coffee in the morning. But I just wanted to thank you for making it to this point of the video and continuing to support my channel. If you would like to see how my kitchen, my Christmas kitchen, my cozy reading nook, and my entry and living room look this Christmas, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.